back in October of 2023, I made a video on stacking a pile of rocks in a river to create crayfish habitat, and I called it the Crayfish Hotel. At the time, the video performed pretty well for me, but a few months down the road, or almost a year from now, around this time last year, I made a video on building an island in our river. And I decided to call it Henley Outdoors Island. And so I made a video on it and it did great. And it is only the first version of the Henley Outdoors Island I built on the channel. And I essentially just built it off of the Crayfish Hotel, added some more rocks, some smaller rocks on top, a little bit of gravel and sand. I got some more mud and a little bit of dirt. And then I transplanted some grass from around our property. I moved it over there. And within a month, the grass conjoined and it started growing. It was like some of the greenest grass we had, or the most lush grass. And it became a pretty cool place for us to hang out on our property, just out in the river. What I essentially mean by this is I'm trying to get to fixing and upgrading the island a little bit earlier than I did last year so we could enjoy it longer because, well, it kind of got wrecked. Right before we get to today's video, if you enjoy the outdoors or you enjoy this video and the other content we do, then I recommend subscribing because we do various types of fishing videos. We do outdoor fort and island building videos. We also do some action camera content like with GoPros or featuring Insta360s like our new Insta360 X5, which I'll be using that in this video. It's amazing. It's essentially my favorite camera I've ever owned, and if you want to know more about it, then click this video in the corner somewhere. And so the goal of today's video is to be fixing and upgrading our island to the Henley Outdoors Island 2.0, if you will. But why do we need to fix it? So simply the way our river works is in the wintertime, the water level is on average about a foot taller than this. And also in the wintertime, there's rain and also some storms. We do not have intense storms, but the highest it'll ever get like each year is like up to like right here. And yeah, so you can kind of imagine that. Sorry that this video is delayed by 2 weeks, maybe 3 weeks that I said it would be, but now it's time to check out the state of the island, and then we're gonna start building on it. But yeah, anywhere you see exposed rocks was essentially where we put our grass, and it was more secured. We had smaller rocks here. Right now, I bet all the stuff is secured from all the old gravel. Right here, we kind of had that boulder right there. This one got moved down, but it went a lot deeper here. A lot of our rocks fell and slid down that way, and kind of got moved down here a little more, so I'll be throwing them up here. Now it's time to start throwing rocks onto the island, having the larger ones on the outside. Also on one of these days, we got this cool side-by-side. It's called a Polaris Ranger 1000 Crew Premium, something like that. And it's pretty nice. And yes, I'll be using it to move grass mats for the island. And with that, the Henley Outdoors Island is now complete. Keep in mind, it has almost been 2 full weeks since I finished it. So yeah, I gave it some time and the grass is filling in better. And just over a week ago, I got off school, so now it's summer. And yeah, this video was delayed by like 2 extra videos, or 2 weeks later. It was delayed, so I skipped 2 videos just to make this video 2 weeks later or whatever, something like that. So I'm sorry about that, but it took a little over a week just in the summer just to not really work on any videos. I did work on this video a little bit, but mainly today when this video is getting posted, and then next weekend, or this weekend I should say, I probably will get a video out there as well. And I'm trying to post every weekend, maybe skipping 1 or 2 every weekend in the summer. And of course, check out our Instagram. That's the only other platform we're on. It's called Henley Outdoors, and we post extra videos and extra leaks, behind the scenes, extra content, stuff like that. But like 3 to 5 days ago, we had like 3 days of rain, so I stayed inside a lot of those days. We had a decent amount of rain, and for like a day or 2, the water level was much higher, and it got to like almost touching the grass, like a few inches away from that. And the island handled that very well. With that said, let's show you the island real quick and what are all the new features I added with 2.0. I might actually do this, but this is me off video. Just some small things I'm gonna do, like improving the walkway and the grass, because we didn't get the highest quality grass. I might just be picking out some weeds, so that way all the nice grass can fill in and grow throughout there. But it looks like it's filling in pretty well. I haven't been there in maybe a week, surprisingly. So yeah, the first thing I did is add this path. My dad kind of added these rocks here that we threw up here. You might have seen from the first day. He had his friend over and we threw a bunch of rocks up there. So yeah, if you're wondering, that's just how it went. So yeah, I added these rocks here, and I kind of improved or changed this walkway. Try to improve it, but by adding, less rocks, and they're less wobbly. But no, they're still as wobbly. That one's barely wobbly, that one's barely wobbly, that one's pretty wobbly. I have it supporting by another rock there, so it's quite wobbly. I'm not gonna walk on those today. This one's not the most secure. Kind of keeps sliding down, but it's still good. These are probably just fine. And as you can see here, all the grass is just solidified. And wow, isn't it nice to walk on this island? And you can tell it's quite moist, even from the past rain there. So yeah, the second thing is the larger size of the island. It kind of doesn't look larger, but at the same time it does. I would say it probably extends out this way. That rock used to be right here, and the island used to extend about right here, so I could tell it extends out that way. That's an estimate, but yeah. This extends out farther that way, and I could tell this goes up front even farther too. And I don't know about here, probably doesn't change much. And the third thing is making this area deeper. I think I made it deeper with some boulders I left. And I also added this stuff, and I moved more rocks from here to here. It's deeper here as well, but yeah. This also extends out farther that way, so it's also deep over there, not as deep, but probably a pretty good area to catch fish. I like cutthroat trout, because that's what we like to catch the most in here, kind of the most common. Yeah, the fourth thing is adding both of these 2 things. So this area is a little bit deep here. This area is, significantly more deep. But as you see here, you could just sit here and just chill in the water, and also right here. And they're kind of stable. They're pretty stable. And the 5th thing is we added this to kind of add some more character. And the 6th thing we added, and it kind of ties into this, but this little area right here kind of makes it look cooler. Sort of walkway. I don't even know why I'm pointing that out. We'll probably also work on this river, kind of work on some restoration here, around here, or up there a lot. Yeah, it's just called river restoration. Help with, we even saw some deer walk by. They even got on this island. Well, that was last year. We saw like two or three different times. Deer got pretty close to this, and we've been seeing them lately, obviously because it's summer and kind of spring. Yeah, there you have it. The island is a beautiful place to just chill, And honestly, I'll probably do some more videos on this in the future, whether it's gonna be bringing our islands or whether it's gonna be bringing our chickens on here, like you could see in the last video when we originally built this island. I made a video on that, so you can check it out right at the corner somewhere. And then we could also like include it in a Nerf gun battle, or Nerf war, but we kind of did at one point. Well, I don't know if I actually got on it, but you can see it for sure from there. And I also include it in certain like intros of my videos and certain clips. Pretty cool, and for B-roll and whatnot. I could also build I could also have campfires, catch and cooks here if I could figure that out, and also other things like we could even build a teepee here sometime. So let me know in the comments what you'd like to see from this next, and if you want to help if you'd like to help out our channel, it means a lot to me. You could help us out by, of course, subscribing, and if you want to see our latest videos when they come out. Yeah, you could even click the notification bell and even go to the community/poll tab in my YouTube homepage, and it essentially lets you help pick what video we should do next and what would be the most interesting. But there you have it. Stay outdoorsy, guys, and I'll see you in the next video.